but I will have it in a very short moment. So yeah, this is a live question and answer, me eating meat. The meat I'm going to be eating is chicken. As you can see here, this is the first time I'm actually trying chicken, so I'm not sure how this experience is going to go, but it smells quite good. All I've added is some high quality unrefined Celtic sea salt and black pepper. This is pretty much the only seasoning I use on meat, so a lot of time I don't use any seasoning at all. And we've got a bit of reverb there. One moment, I've got to get rid of that. There we go, got rid of that. View channel, pop up chat. Pop out chat, there we go. Sorry about the delays, people. Everything took a little bit longer than I thought. I haven't actually had to cook something before and do this type of thing. No, I'm not in Malaysia at the moment. I'm back in Koh Phangan, Thailand. Malaysia was amazing though. I will admit I do love Malaysia. I'm very good. The modern awakening perspective. Thanks for joining us. And can everyone just confirm that they can hear me very clearly? Just to double check. And the chicken that I'm going to be eating today, which is pretty much going to be a one-off, I think, because I am doing my best to eat like a ketogenic style type of carnivore based diet where you get around 8% of your fat from calories, and this is like 64% protein. I just worked it out on Chronometer, and 36% fat. The reason I bought it before was I thought I should get the biggest range of meat-based foods, and then I found out I only want the highest fat cuts, so I could be in a ketogenic state to get my body to produce ketones. You should be able to use a link now, JD Lee. You just click in the URL at the top. And thanks, Tris, for saying that my skin's looking beautiful. It's definitely fitting way better, and I'll put this here. So let me move all this out of the way, and then we get on the way with eating. And yeah, anyone wondering, I'm gonna talk about the sponsor of this video, Paleo Robbie. It's a delivery company in Thailand that sells the most highest quality meat, fish, and other animal foods. It's free range, raised on their own farm. They feed them turmeric and worms. They are free range, not free range like put in a big enclosed environment where they can walk around. They're actually free range, like outside in nature. They're not fed any grains or GMO food, not given any antibiotics. And they are just given the best life possible for their lives to end it. And so, yeah, it's the highest quality. But downfall, like I said, chicken's not very high fat, which I need really high fat. So you're going to see me eat chicken for the first time. This may be an experience that doesn't go well, but we shall see. Quite chewy. Obviously, the longer you cook it, the drier it's going to be. So it's really flavourful, really tender. Obviously, nowhere near as tender as lamb or some other very tender meats. But it tastes really good, and you can tell it's got a way higher protein content and not much fat because it's just got that like higher protein consistency to it. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm eating this. So, oh wow, this is one of the more enjoyable meat experiences. And thanks for the donation, Evil Cruiser. Yeah, I'm glad to see my health getting back as well. Man, that undernourishing vegan diet. Man, as I mentioned in my last video, I thought I was thriving. Now I'm eating this way, man, I'm thriving. Man, most vegans can admit, even when you're vegan, the smell of cooking meat smells so good. That never went away from me, ever. Vegans eat your heart out. So yeah, send your questions. Ash Khan, you spoke with Christopher Walker, fruit tubers and meat diet. No, not at all, but it sounds like sort of like a paleo diet, which is very in alignment for me. So eating a variety of whole foods that you would sort of find in our natural environment. None of those grains or that other garbage. Just a balanced whole foods diet. Chris Sutherland, let him be. All good, man. It's like, they don't understand. The person said put a shirt on. I'm in a room on a hot tropical island. I'm sweating loads now. I can't have a fan on the aircon. There's no way I'm wearing a top. I don't like it. It's just like, be offended. Nothing's going to happen. Am I still intermittent dry fasting? No. What I've realised with now switching my diet is that I don't need to do nowhere near as many things as I had to do on a vegan diet to feel the best that I could feel. It's really nice. But I'm still pro dry fasting. I'm going to do some dry fasting definitely in the future. Because it's a new diet, I'm just getting a feel for it still. And just working out how to make it work the best for me. But yeah, still pro intermittent dry fasting, extended dry fasting. But for me at the moment, I've done so much detoxification. I need to be real building and regenerating. And the fasting, I'm still doing intermittent fasting, a variety of, like you could say, intermittent dry fasting and water fasting. But I do the water fasting normally on snake juice. I'm going to make a video on that soon. Modern awakening perspective. I need to get back to my keto OMAD. I've been sick for a while. Yeah, man. Keto OMAD is amazing for so many people. For like optimizing their longevity, their mental health, physical health, their physique, like having optimal body fat percentage. Oh, man. Every time I eat these high quality animal foods, oh, man. Vegan foods don't come close to this. You can eat stimulating junk vegan food that's just like, oh, wow, but it's stimulating. But this, I need it with loads of things to make it taste good. It's just like, tastes so, wow. And yeah, as I mentioned in many videos, I'm only eating non-factory farmed animal products. Because ones that come from factory farms are very high in omega-6, very low in omega-3, normally full of antibiotics and bovine growth hormones and other pharmaceuticals. The way they're treated is just like slavery. It's just not good at all. I don't want to pay for that. JDD, chicken not enough fat. Yeah, that's what I said earlier on. When I first got in this diet, I made a big order of so many different meats. And I didn't think, oh, I should be doing it in a ketogenic way. So, because I do have experience with a vegan ketogenic diet, so I know what to do. But soon after I realised, oh man, yeah, I don't need the broadest spectrum of meats. Because, yeah, what I'm saying is I've been pretty much sticking to almost beef and eggs exclusively in my diet. Super high fat. I've got beef tallow coming today. Ghee will be here soon. So yeah, I'm going to be getting around 8% of my calories from fat a day. So my body can be in a state of ketosis and produce those ketones so I can feel the best. Let's go up. I have a lot of comments. You're watching an ex-vegan in heaven. Wow. But yeah, chicken's definitely okay on a rare basis, but I know even with the best sourced chicken, omega-3 to 6 ratio really isn't that good. And yeah, as I say, non-factory farmed animal foods from really good sources just have way more nutrition, way more EPA and DHA. They're just way better for us in every single way. And I'm about thriving and having optimal health in mind and body holistically. Yeah, it may cost more, but to be honest, my health and vitality and longevity is number one. And not getting factory farm sourced foods is part of me being able to optimize that. Why are you so convinced that you're seeing health benefits rather than placebo effects, especially considering the long-term health outcomes data is firmly in favour of a plant-based diet? Well, I'm going to be doing videos soon. So much of the scientific research that favours a plant-based diet, when they look at animal foods, they normally look at factory farmed animal foods and people that are eating those foods on a standard American diet. So these plant-based doctors promoting this and pushing this Like, half-truth science, it's a load of garbage, to be honest. So many of them just lie, and they do their best to do anything to convince you of their vegan agenda and get you to switch. If you look at the blue zones, all the people there eat animal foods. They don't eat loads of it, they eat in moderation, they get it from, well, they're getting the highest quality animal foods, and they're some of the longest living people possible. No science disproved that what they're doing isn't working. They're going by how they feel, and no, it's definitely not a placebo effect whatsoever. I'm not someone that falls for this placebo crap at all, to be honest. I'm very in tune with my body. I'm listening to my body. It's making me feel good, just as anything in life. Try something else. Don't listen to anything anyone else says. You try it, listen to your body. If it works for you, continue doing it. And listen to people that get the results you want. Because I'm telling you, so many of these vegan doctors and vegans that just reel off this stuff, like Vegan Gains, for example, is a big vegan influencer with almost 350 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers. He looks like crap. He's overweight. He's got depression. It's like, why am I going to listen to people like that? Or else to listen to a lot of these keto, carnivore people that actually look way, way healthy and that are thriving. So, yeah. Chicken in grass-fed butter is amazing. I can't get grass-fed butter. I would like to, but I'll be using grass-fed ghee for sure, which doesn't have the lactose in it, which is actually better for us, in my personal opinion. Adam, is the meat from Paleo Robbie okay to be sent via post courier? I live in NE, Thailand, so it may take a day or two to come. Just don't want the meat to spoil in heat. No, it's absolutely fine. Like, this company is amazing. They support. You contact them, they're really quick getting back to you. They're just really good business men that run this company and own it. And I live all the way down south, and it's coming from Bangkok. They sent it in the container the same day with all stuff in there to keep it fresh. So it stays frozen. So even when it arrives to my door, it's still frozen. So there's no issues with that whatsoever. Like, that company is on the ball with it. Don't forget to use my coupon code that will be in the description of the video at the end, because for your first order, it'll give you 500 baht off. So don't forget to use that and share it with anyone else that you recommend. The paleorobbie.com website. And if anyone else is in Thailand, go to paleorobbie.com and you can get all these animal foods at the highest quality delivered to your door, and a very good price as well. Amazing company. And if you use the code, what's the code? Danny500 in capitals, you get 500 baht off your first order. And my girlfriend's watching. She said, keep off your shirt, you look lovely. Thank you for that. You're lovely too. Ashkan, yo. Done Christopher Walker diet with meat, fruit and potatoes. You saying that you've done it or I should do it? Thing is, I don't want to eat starches alongside meat. I think starches should sort of be eaten on their own with other vegetables. What's your experience with that if you tried that diet? Have you tried combining meat with potatoes? How's that affected your digestion and elimination? Do your bowel movements smell? Not doing that. At the moment, my diet is normally coconut water early in the day, still intermittent fasting, and or some fruit, local, organic stuff. Well, it's not even certified organic, but it's grown around here without pesticides or anything. I don't need to certify it. And in season stuff. Then I'm normally eating beef, cooking it in olive oil because I haven't got the beef tallow and ghee, which should be arriving today. And now I'm eating salmon. Oh my god, I had a profound experience with salmon. Stay tuned for that video coming up. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification button to be notified when that will be up in about a couple of days. Wow. I've almost never ate fish in my life. And salmon has like the highest like EPA and DHA content in it. And the omega-3 to 6 ratio is extremely high in omega-3 and so low in omega-6. One of the best essential fatty acid sources out there. And man, the texture of the salmon steak was like chicken, but not as dry. Alright, sorry if I'm not getting around to your comments. It's a lot of people commenting. Adam also said, and glad to see you woke up, bro. Thanks, man. The last vegan channel I watch regularly. That's really good. I've had a lot of people say they weren't vegan. They still watch me because I'm not one of these like people that it's just closed off to one diet. Even when I was vegan, I was still promoting keto and carnivore and various other diets and getting a lot of people that I coach to do it. Yeah, and JD Lee, my girlfriend, tried to duck. She didn't mind it, but definitely not one of the best fat sources, so we won't be going for that again. Christopher Walker had a brain tumour and that diet helped him. Nice. I go days on beef alone. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video about a woman that's eaten just beef for 21 years. Man, she looks so healthy and vibrant. She's an older woman. Not many people have talked about her, but she's a very profound person. I haven't tried bacon yet. I actually got bacon in a burger, like a strip of it. And I did try some pork shortly before. My body doesn't like the pork at all. I'm going to talk about why I don't eat it in a video soon and why I don't recommend it to others as well. But yeah, the bacon was nice, but had this sort of quality to it which seems like it could be very addictive to people. And to be honest, pigs are one of the most toxic animals possible that people eat in our society. Even if it comes from good sources, it's not that great. Now you're ex-vegan eating meat YouTube. What does it feel like living in the shadow of the likes of Nicardo Avocado? Well, I don't feel like I'm living in the shadows of him, so I can't comment on that. Saw you on Drew's the other day. Super happy to see you eating nourishing foods again. Yeah, same, man. My body's been lacking this so long. And if you think about it, when I was eating animal foods in my diet before, it was always from like factory farm sources and with so much other junk. And that's the issue. So many vegans say they feel good, but most of them come from a standard American diet to like a more whole food plant-based vegan diet. And they say it's the vegan diet making them feel good. But a lot of the time, you know what I'm realising? It's about the crap that they removed as well. And that's why they don't normally thrive long term. They feel good because they removed a lot of crap. They get some nutrients that they weren't getting before. And they say, oh, the vegan diet's the best diet, it's fit for everyone. And then most of the time, most vegans don't thrive long term. Yeah, you're so true, Soap on Slope. Yeah, they're not researching people that are like carnivore or keto in these studies that these vegans spread. Flex for us. Janessa. Yeah, look, I'm starting to gain a bit more weight now. Getting there slowly, but due to that vegan diet, guess how much weight I lost around? About 14 pounds. That's insane. I was already lean before. Now I'm like extra lean. Let's get back to that chat window. And nice to see you here, Janessa. I wonder what vegans get out of their heaping scorn on you. So many. Vegetable police. No, he never ate meat in front of me. No. I did have my other friend though that he knew. I was around him and he would drink like raw pig's blood in front of me out of a bag and eat raw mince. He was eating raw eggs and stuff. I trained with him. That he's like a really good friend of mine. He used to be vegan. Never judged him, still hung around with him, saw that it transformed his physique like crazy. I'm going to be interviewing him soon, so stay tuned for that. He went from looking like a weak, skinny, fragile, malnourished vegan to this jacked carnivore. It's very, very profound. If we're just looking at anecdotal examples of health rather than science, does the failure of Frank to find his kidneys, vegetable police, digestive problems, Sean Baker's low test concern you? Well, Sean Baker eats so much factory farmed animal foods. And his low test could have been due to him training really hard before that will happen. He doesn't look healthy, Sean Baker. I like some of the information, but I wouldn't follow a lot of his dietary advice on the carnivore diet. Frank Tofano's kidneys, I don't know anything about that, or so I can't really comment on that. And Vegetable Police, man. His channel is an entertainment channel. For him, keep switching diets, makes him more money. Gets more views. I think a lot of the time he's not addressing the underlying root cause of his digestive issues. They need to be addressed. And he's obviously got some serious ones going on, and apparently it could be because he had this metal material put around his like intestinal wall near his stomach region, and he thinks that's what it is. And yeah, for anyone wondering, the packaging that the animal foods come in is completely biodegradable. And the boxes they send it to me in, they do a service to pick it all up, which is really, really good. So it's one of the most environmentally friendly animal food based company, which is really good. Oh yeah, vegan gains is very puffy. I would agree with you on that one. I kind of like Patrick Baboon, yeah. And my sister spoke to someone that's actually around Patrick Baboon in his everyday life, and she says he has really heavy breathing. He doesn't sound like he's healthy at all, and he does have so much excess fat. I know he's a strong man, but come on, you can still stay at a lean body fat, well, a relatively low optimal body fat, and get really strong. So, and I've seen some of his videos. He eats like so much protein and a lot of time not many carbs or fat, which is not good. Sovereign Studies, I'm not aware of that study, so I can't really answer that. Soap on slope. You can't have muscle mass John Baker and have low test. You can actually. So if someone's come off a steroid cycle, you'll be low in test. If you have done some intense training and got your testosterone levels checked, it will be low. So it can be. Not saying he's on testosterone or exogenous steroids, but yeah, because you do a very hard training session before he did that test. His blood results are worse than Michelle Lowe, 45-year-old woman. But to be honest, Michelle Lowe, she looks like absolute garbage. She looks so unhealthy. There's no way I'd ever listen to her. It's not me being horrible, it's just my observation. She's not looking like she's thriving. And you know what? Most vegans say their blood test results are optimal, or really good. I want to see a vegan that gets every single thyroid test done and every single hormone test done, including pregnenolone, estradiol, DHT, DHEA, like all these, and show me their full lipids and cholesterol tests. I pretty much guarantee you none of them are going to have optimal levels with all of those different hormones. You know how many hormones are in the body? Like tens and tens and tens of them. So just like looking at a few things, not really showing the whole picture. Adventist studies were based on from the start. Still eat fish as it's the healthiest. Yeah, salmon is the healthiest. By far, and also red tuna is as well, but you've got to make sure you get the high quality, like AAA grade. Yeah, counting the negative effects of heavy metals in like the mercury in the fish. The fish that I get is all tested and it has levels of mercury under 0.2%. And that most is factory farmed fish that's very toxic with heavy metals in abundance. Window Warrow, I'm ex-vegan too. How long have you been not a vegan? When did you make the switch? Why did you make the switch? What benefits you got? Let us know. Will eating meat age you? If meat is massively overcooked, so it starts to go brown and black, it creates carcinogens and other toxic compounds. So yes, that will. Certain types of meat will. If it's factory farm meat, it will. So it really depends. And also, if you're eating just an excessive amount, it will. So it depends on so many variables, and that applies to so many different foods, not just meat. Did they correct the high levels of cadmium, which is a very toxic heavy metal, very hard to get out of the body from monocrop plants? Most vegans say unstable, safe levels of cadmium in the body. No, it's like so many vegans don't realise they use methyl mercury, which is a form of mercury, sprayed on crops. So you're eating an abundance of that. This has not, because the animals being fed the specific food and the animals I'm eating more specifically are not having methyl mercury sprayed on the food they're eating. It's all like natural and organic. So it's actually less toxic. Yeah, there's a couple of people mentioning this Advent study, but it's like, you know what? You can find one study that says one thing, another one that says another thing, and conflicts each other. It's right. Yeah, it's the flaw with scientific research. No, this is love chicken breast. Still love it now. Still tastes really good to me. Like I said, I just add a bit of salt and pepper. I don't need it, but I do like adding that to a lot of my animal foods. Not because it doesn't taste good, it just gives it an extra taste and some added nutrition as well. Unrefined sea salt, of course. No one dies from mercury fish either. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't die from a lot of things that are toxic for them. Doesn't mean it's not bad for them, no. It will affect your mitochondria and so many other things that you don't want it to do. Yeah, I agree with you, sovereign studies. Yeah, exactly that. Mercury is such an issue for so many people. It's in the air, it's in most plant-based foods. It's like, and just because it doesn't seem like it's affecting you now, doesn't mean it isn't affecting you. That's why a lot of people end up with chronic health issues over a long period of time, because they do things that are consistently unhealthy for them and then it affects them. But oh, it's not affecting me now. Yeah. I don't want to be vegan, but I have parasites. You don't have to be vegan to get rid of parasites. Yeah, soap on soap. Yeah, so many people lie with those types of studies where it's like self-reported diet research. It's like, if you ask fat people how many calories do you eat, most of them are going to say way less than what they actually eat. Most skinny people think they're eating more than what they're eating, that are under eating. To be honest, just go and look at like all the different people, like different blue zones. I think it's about 5. They eat predominantly plant-based foods that aren't messed around with and comes from like heirloom seeds. It's like heirloom vegetables and that. But they all still eat animal foods. Like I said, just not excessive amounts, and it's like the cleanest animal foods possible. Noticing with this chicken, because it's not really high fat, it's taking longer for me to get satiated. With beef, I get satiated way sooner. But yeah, this is the only bit of chicken that I've tried, the only bit that I'm buying, and I'm not ordering anymore. Not high fat enough. And even for good sources, omega-3-6 ratio is not good, because it could cause inflammation. I've only heard of people getting mercury from eating fish like 3 times a day. Well, it depends where you're eating fish. If you're getting a lot of it from like China, that stuff is going to give you some serious heavy metal poisoning. Sepsis, Will, do you have any clothes? Clothes? What are these clothes that you speak about? I don't know what these things are. People keep mentioning this to me. Must be some sort of foreign object that I'm just not aware of. Soaps on Slope and Sovereign Studies got some good points to make, but I definitely agree with Sovereign Studies. Our toddler reads the back of cereal box quicker than you read chat. I'm trying to not be as fast as possible at all. Taking my time eating, chewing and eating with mindfulness. It's not a race. Let me just check something quickly. Where is that? This new streaming thing that they've done, I don't like it at all. It's horrible. Let me just quickly look at something that I need to check with this live stream. Still good, the audio and everything. Oh. Okay, I'll be back in 1 second. There we go. Catch you later, man. You're welcome, Adam. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great gym session. Go train like a beast and go get those gains. And you still eating fruit? Yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier on, I'm eating local, organic, freshly picked, high quality fruits in season. So I do have chempedak, which is like jackfruit, that's gone. I'd eat that and now I'm pretty much just sticking to like coconut oil and the odd red lady papaya. And then the rest is animal foods. Because those local, freshly picked, organic, like produce here is like so nutrient dense, so alive, so tasty. It definitely gives you certain things more in abundance that meat won't. Hey there, Tofu. Thanks for coming along. I can always eat a lot of pork, lard, and fish. Huh, interesting. Describe my epiphany that I had to start eating meat again. Well, I was just suffering for 3 months so badly. I saw so many people around me, like, well, more people I'd watch online, just switch and just feel amazing. And I've been studying this stuff for a very long time. I've been knowledgeable on animal foods. So it just made sense to me. I knew certain things were up that the vegan diet couldn't correct, and the animal foods would if I get it from the cleanest, best source possible. So it was just me waking up to the realization that I wasn't gonna fix my issues on a vegan diet, and I needed animal foods. It's really, really that simple. We should be comfortable living in our bare skin, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. Sovereign studies. Do you feel any guilt? No. For betraying your previous 6 years of ethical obligation? No. Why would I? I never feel guilt about anything in my life. Guilt is just like a state that doesn't help anyone. Why do I feel guilty for doing something that is making me thrive? And when I'm trying to do my best to buy from the most ethical sources possible. Yes, there's no truly ethical meats, for sure, because still in their life and stuff, but I'm not supporting that factory farming, so yeah, I'm not going to feel bad about it. You will think about lions in the natural environment, what they do to animals and how horrific that is for them. It's just part of the natural order. In a natural environment, we would kill animals too. It's just the way it goes. It's about survival fitness. The OP, do you think there's a vegan agenda? Yeah, there's a vegan agenda by so many vegans to spread so much misinformation to get them on the plant-based diet and get them to believe that all animal foods are bad when it's such a lie. And so many of them are not thriving and they're lying. And man, guess what? The plant-based movement is one of the biggest growing, like, dietary things out there now. So, the vegan and plant-based industry is growing at a rapid rate. So many companies getting on board. Guess why? Because it's making so much money, just like the gluten-free industry was and still is. So of course I want to promote it like crazy. It's quite likely a lot of those people in Game Changers have watched it. If you want me to do a response video to that, let me know. Because I watched it when I was vegan. But now I'm not vegan, so I have different views. But I think a lot of people that are in that were paid to be in it, to promote it. With guys, I heard you mention entrepreneur into cryptocurrency. Yeah, I've been into cryptocurrency since 2012. Been an entrepreneur almost my whole adult life, even as a teenager actually. Any recommendations for someone who would want to dive into that kind of stuff? I'm tired of having a slave 9-to-5 job. Well, find out what you're passionate about and find out how you can turn that into a career, whether it's through YouTube, Instagram, other social media platforms. Realize these social media platforms are the biggest free advertising platforms in the world. You can do things like drop shipping, find out about drop shipping. You can find out about buying certain things and reselling them, branding them yourself. Cryptocurrency, you have to have your head screwed on with that. I've never lost any money, always making really good money from it, but it can be really risky for a lot of people. So I wouldn't recommend doing it until you've got some extra assets to spare, like money. And just watch many videos on YouTube. There's so many people that have YouTube channels to tell people how to make money from so many different things. It just depends what's in alignment for you. I only do things that I love to do to make money from. So just research. Listen to self-improvement and entrepreneurial books. The best one I can recommend is The Compound Effect. And any books by Darren Hardy, game changer, will make you start to improve your life in every area and just be more wealthy. TOEFL's go to THAILAND, see if it cares. Yeah, exactly. We're in a natural environment. We don't have access to plant-based foods all the time, so we kill animals when we had to. We didn't feel bad about it. Just like it's part of it. And I've always just been as grateful and as appreciative for it, which is that's what you would do in your natural environment as a tribal person. Lions are not agents of reason. They have a choice to act like beasts. Well, to be honest, there's so many people that are so evil in the world. Light and dark, bad and good, yin and yang. It's just the nature of the reality. It's always going to be there. Duality, it's called. Instead of fighting against it, just accept it. Hey Danny, can I join your live stream? And I want to do ice cubes in intermittent and dry fast, start my gut aches. I don't know how you'd even join Elite Magic Maker 7. I don't know how to do that. But thanks for joining us, man. Elite Elite Magic Maker 7. He's like one of my long-term viewers, and he is like so knowledgeable on health, intermittent fasting, dry fasting, extended fasting, saunas. Message each other a lot every day. He's a really cool person. And so he's very knowledgeable about those types of things. And I love animals and plant-based diet and making friends and want good relationships and move stress, like kick out negative people. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, that's so good. You're a very wise person, man. We don't need more wars. We need people connecting more. Just because we don't agree with someone doesn't mean we have to hate them and be negative towards them. It's just like they're on their own journey and you're on your own journey. So accept that. Holston, did I ever consult with someone? Well, I'm someone that does it myself. Why would I consult with someone else? Do you know how many vegans that I did actually get to resolve the issues on a vegan diet? So many people. But it's still always not going to get to the state where animal foods are not going to make them feel better. So like animal foods from good sources is part of a healthy diet. Why would I go to a doctor to get me to feel quite good on a vegan diet and stick to it long term when a meat-based diet would make me feel better? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I agree with you, Anthony C. Why would I feel ethical obligation? Yeah, I see your point, Civil Sir, but to be honest, like, sometimes we'd get eaten by predators in a natural environment, which is the way it goes. Dre Raphael, how you full carnivore plant-based with your animal products? So the only plant-based foods I'm having is sometimes fruit early in the day, if not that, coconut water. The meats I eat them all on their own. I'm normally eating steak, ribeye steak, minced beef, salmon now. That's pretty much it, except for this rare eating session I'm doing now. I've used to eating chicken for the first time. And man, anyone that says meat's not good, they've probably not tried high quality meats. Factory farm stuff would not taste nowhere near as good as this high quality stuff that I'm buying. I have to believe that's why a lot of people that eat meat say they don't like it, because it's like they're getting low quality stuff and then they have to add loads of garbage to it to make it taste good. It's just not good quality. How can you justify the killing and torture of other animals? Someone's asking. Well, if an animal has to have their life ended for someone to thrive, I'm all for it. Just like animals in natural environment eat other animals and thrive. I'm not going to force them to be on a plant-based diet when it's not good for them. And to be honest, people that say about like torturing animals and stuff, it's like with vegans, no matter what you say around it, they're always going to have an answer. So it's just like this perpetual cycle where you go round and round and round. It's just like they see it one way and they don't want to open up their mind and see it another way. It's just being in a box, dogmatic. JDD, give it up. Yeah, Toolful, you're right. We're apex predators. We have an obligation to eat them. Thank you forever and never. Good luck for you in your journey too. I appreciate your kind words and being understanding. Yeah, Carsten, you can ask your questions, I don't mind. Whatever. Anyone wants to say, it's freedom of speech. I'm not going to ban anyone from this no matter what they say. One life to another. Eating life to give life. Part of the natural order again. Yeah, JD Lee. If I had $1 for every time people ask the question, I'd be rich. Yeah, same. I wouldn't need to work at all. Well, I am on my own journey. How can I not be on my own journey due to eating animals? It's a ridiculous thing to say. There's no like universal law that says, oh, if you eat animals, you're not on your own journey. It's an absurd way to think. Yeah. A lot of vegans, Soap and Slope, are really bad communicators, very violent ones. They're so violent to other human beings that don't fit into their box. If you don't like it, man, they're going to send you death threats and everything. It's crazy. I do that to anyone, even when I was vegan. Didn't care what anyone else said. As long as doing what they want to do, that's it. I'm not going to force my religious beliefs upon someone. Just like vegans are like people that follow religion very like dogmatically and push it on everyone else. And anyone outside of that, they just like scorn at them and just hate on them. I've King never thought I'd see you eating meat. Damn good epic fail. No, not an epic fail, epic success. I like that tip, Elite Magic Maker, yeah. Massage chair. Can you get massage chairs? Well, I guess you can. Can you recommend any good massage chairs for like working in? Like when I'm working at a desk? Yeah, tofu, I agree with you. Tofu. I'm not going to just harm an animal for the sake of it, for the fun of it. That's crazy. I don't have to pay to go to a circus or any of that crap. I'm not buying any clothes made from animals or anything like that. So I'm still practicing every other single aspect of veganism. I'm not a vegan. I am that I am. I'm me. I'm not putting myself in the box anymore. Yeah, it's definitely having a very calming effect on me. My girlfriend can vouch for that. Don't know if she's still watching. You still watching, Rachel? Anti-human, not pro-animal. Yeah, exactly. Cognitive dissonance at its finest. Wow. That's based on your perspective that is just one perspective that is a limited perspective. Of many limited perspectives. Joke, I've eaten liver yet? Nope, but today my Tasmanian beef liver is arriving. So I'll be having that. And yeah, she's still watching. Cool. Chicken and avocado, apple cider vinegar. I was about to say avocado then, you didn't say apple cider vinegar. Just need to move my mouse. So pretty much end of the food. End of the food. Let's see what the other comments are. If people got other questions to ask, I'm not going to keep reading through everyone's stuff, but what I'm going to do is go through any of the things I think are important for me to answer even. Don't cook your meat and then talk to me. A lot of people. I was just wondering, did you start eating starch? No starch. And I definitely am not going to eat grains. If I did eat starch, it would be like some sort of potatoes, and that'd be pretty much it. Yeah, vegans are very sick. They don't care about other people that are sick, to be honest. Yeah, true, Anthony. See, they're deteriorating, and a lot of them just aren't aware of it, just like I won't. Heart disease, well, actually, it's like, it's only you can say about studies and saying that animal foods cause heart disease. Well, if they've done any studies on keto people or carnivore people, no. People that eat standard American diet with so much refined processed meat and other garbage like hot dogs and gluten and so forth. Don't look like I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. Wow. You gotta remember, I'm focused upon reading the comments, scrolling through them, eating and being mindful to chew it and everything. So, yeah, switching focus. My Twitter account used to get loads of death threats, yeah. Sent them hydrated and I had no visitors yet. Yeah, exactly. It's like these keyboard warriors, like, that just are not happy with themselves and hate on people. Because they're unhappy with themselves. What percentage of plants am I eating? Well, percentage of plants, it's like 5% of my total calories, something like that. Exploded potato, can you see these yet? Haha, simple sub, yeah. Someone said on the comments to girlfriends, you've had more than a, like, what was it actually? Well, what you call vegan genitals, but you'd say it with a P. They said you've had more pee than a cat home or something like that. Like, yeah, it's quite funny. Oh, Janessa's got a really good question. As an empath, you told me eating eggs was too energetically overwhelming for you. How does it compare to now? Well, when I ate them before, I thought they were from ethical sources. Turns out they weren't, so I was misled. Now, they're from the most ethical sources, and I don't experience them freaking out because they're not freaking out. The chickens that we're getting them from, they're completely free roam, which is good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to eat them at all. How much protein are you getting through a day? It varies, but like at the moment, I'm doing things where I'm starting to track everything. But protein intake, it's not like really high, so like 100 grams or more a day, but way more than what I was getting on a vegan diet most of the time. But because I'm new to animal foods, a lot of time I can't eat that much. I'm still getting used to it, but over time I will start eating more and more for sure. If my body needs to, if it doesn't need to, then I won't. Still here, baby. Nice. Yeah. Oh wow, Dre Raphael, how was that? The lamb. A lot of people say it's very tender. It's a very good source of omega-3 for sure. Also, what about those that live in the tropics? Did they have a diet of lots of fruits? Yeah, for sure they would. And some meat, while those lived in cold climates lived on meat and few plants that grow. Yeah, definitely, like Colder climates, they wouldn't have eaten as much fruit, and they would have maybe had more starches and meat and fish. But you got to remember, like the rainy season at the moment, which is way cooler here at the moment, rains a lot. There's not really much fruit available at this time of the year naturally. So at that time, we would be eating whatever we could find, herbs, and maybe natural starches, and some greens, fish, maybe some animals' eggs, not necessarily chicken, because chicken wouldn't necessarily be there, and meat. Oh, that's annoying. Some of these comments, it flags them, and then I have to put show, and then it scrolls all the way to the bottom, so I have to scroll all the way back up again. That's quite annoying. Well, I don't actually feel annoyed. For me to get annoyed now on this meat-based diet is very, very hard, actually. I just get annoyed and frustrated with so many things and just get emotionally overwhelmed and stressed out. And I just rushed to do this because I messed up with the cooking time and everything else. Yeah, guess what? I didn't freak out. But if I was on a vegan diet, oh my God, I would have had an emotional meltdown. So nice for my nerves and central nervous system and adrenals and everything else to get that fat and cholesterol that it finally is needed for so long. If who the F eats raw meat? Oh, there's a lot of people, a lot of my friends eat raw meat. Well, I know quite a few people, should I say, that eat raw meat. It's like animals in the natural environment that eat meat don't cook it. So why are we cooking it? I know I cooked that, but there's no way I'm eating chicken raw. It's salmonella or something. Stokes feeling good as a herbivore for 8 years for including other animal products. Back says the online herbalist. I know what a difference it makes. Yeah, it makes such a difference. And I'm glad that you started waking up to the reality that what you're doing wasn't working for you. You made the switch as well. Do I hate vegans now? No. Guess what? My dad's still vegan. My stepmom is still vegan. My sister Sophie's still vegan. My mum is still vegan. I have so many friends that are still vegan and still hang around with vegans. Just because someone doesn't eat a specific diet doesn't mean I'm not going to be friends with them. I care more about who they are as a person on the inside, and I'm into so many different things. I can talk to so many different people on so many different levels about so many different topics. Like, some people think that I'm angry in my videos, yet my girlfriend can vouch for me. It's just me being passionate and enthusiastic. No anger at all. My anger is almost non-existent. Unlike on a vegan diet, I actually was so much more angry on a vegan diet due to the food not giving me the nutrients I need. Now I'm just like so calm and serene almost all the time. Liver is the most satiating food, yeah, because it is an absolute amazing superfood, one of the best on the earth. But it needs to be for a new younger animal. If not, it's going to be not so healthy for us because it have a lot more toxic substances in it. Why are most of the Christians in monastic orders prohibited from eating meat? Well, actually, most of the religions say don't eat pork. Most people that follow religious movements, you could say, different types of religions, still eat those other animal foods. And if you look in ancient Ayurvedic texts, someone sent me recently, it said that meat is one of the best foods for us. Some ancient texts. How many months till you're vegan again? Do you know what? If someone even offered me all the money in the world, I wouldn't go vegan. Guess why? Because I don't just do things for money. I'm not anti-vegan diet, but there is a place and a time for it. It can be good for certain people. Some people thrive on it, some people don't. We're all unique. One diet doesn't fit all. Kelly Swift, some fruit, Dan. Hey. Like the fruit icons you did. GMO cold cuts are good for us. Someone saying if you think it's good, no, not all. Am I making any further change to my diet, such as having more or less salt? You mentioned reduced starches for example. Yeah, I'm having more salt in my diet. I'm refined sea salt. A lot of time I'm drinking snake juice. Because I haven't got the animal fats that I need to cook with to add more fat, because I need more fat to be in a instead of ketose, producing abundant ketones. I have been using unrefined red palm oil. That actually is very low, one of the lowest oils in polyunsaturated fatty acids, which makes things go rancid, and it's really high in CoQ10 and many other nutrients. Also use unrefined, extra virgin olive oil. It's real olive oil because most olive oil is not olive oil. And sometimes I use coconut oil, extra virgin, cold pressed coconut oil. Were there ever vegan rishis or yogis? No, there are main staples, dairy and not lentils. Catch you later, Tofu. Thanks for joining us. Can I make a video about why starch is bad? Starch is your liver damage. Well, I don't necessarily have the view that starch as a whole, that's quite a broad spectrum. Not all starches are equal. If you're getting like heirloom potatoes, they could be very good for people and they're like high quality. So it depends what starches you're talking about. It depends on the individual. We all have different genetics. Some people get on with things better than other people. It doesn't mean one thing's necessarily bad. So I wouldn't necessarily make that video. Unless I was starting to eat starches, then I would. What do you do, Elite Magic Maker, to boost glutathione production? She said a few different things. I'm not sure if it's what thing it is specifically. How does it feel contributing to suffering the death of animals now? I don't care. Like, well, when I say I don't care, it's like I'm doing this for a good reason, for my health. So I accept that I'm harming animals. I didn't feel so good about it first, but I processed emotions for it, moved through it, and that's it. No, definitely not going to cry about it, to be honest. Why would I? At all. I'm someone that's very in touch with my emotional body. I'm a very emotional person, very in tune with my emotions. So it's like any emotions I have would come up in the moment and I'd feel them, not deny them, make them wrong, allow them to flow through me, process them, and it's gone. But if we hold on to them, then that's when it's going to backfire. And I would say that's what Visual Police did in many ways. Cadence definitely improved since going vegan. Did you get superpowers? It feels like it's given me very similar benefits to NoFap. If you don't know about that, you can do your research into it. But it does feel like, I said to my girlfriend, I tried salmon for the first time yesterday. I was like, whoa. The way my brain is working, like, I was thinking about certain calculations that are very like hard to work out, and without even having to work them out, I just knew the answers instantly. My creativity's gone through the roof. The way my brain is working is like superhuman. Like, my brain was working at a high level before, but now it's taken to the whole new level. It is profound, and it's only the early days. It's just like someone has given me something like in Limitless. Well, obviously not to the degree that they portrayed in the film, where it's really, really, but still, it's a very sort of similar thing, but in a different way. A vegan sending those, yeah, Trey Raphael, that happens time and time again. Got to sleep. Okay, catch you later, Kelly. Wow, there's so many comments. Rachel with Rachel Gray said the thing. Someone said about me having many different girlfriends. Read what Rachel Gray said. More pee than a cat sanctuary. Yeah. Why do you call vegans dogmatic when your diet is contingent upon the slaughter of other sentient beings? Well, it doesn't mean just because I eat animals that slaughtered that I'm dogmatic. Dogmatic is when you're putting yourself in a box and you have all these ideologies that don't. Plant foods aren't inherently bad. Some people don't thrive on them. I'm not saying anything that's dogmatic. I think you need to understand what dogma is more, because what you're saying just doesn't make any sense. Because I'm not saying that I'm carnivore or keto or this. I'm eating a variety of whole foods and not labelling myself. That's not dogma. And I'm open to many different things. Interesting, Bendy. Well, what type of animal foods you're eating? If you're eating animal foods that are not really high fat, then you're not going to start to feel so good. If it's some factory farm sources, you're probably not going to feel good. Also, I'd recommend not eating pork. I'm going to make a video on that soon. It's the high fat cuts of beef and salmon. Try that from high quality sources, then see how you feel. Cook in non-toxic cookware. Chew your food thoroughly. Don't drink with liquids. Don't be stressed out when eating. Don't be emotional. Anthony C, yeah, you got a very good point. I agree with you. And I'm not a religious man, I'm a spiritual person, but yeah. I do believe in certain things that certain aspects of religion say, though. Some of them make sense, some of it just doesn't make sense to me. Elite Magic Maker, can you explain what mercy fasting is? He's talking about a type of fasting that's better than death fasting, if you know about that from Cole. This is one of the most active live streams I've ever done, which is really, really good. Are you still an advocate of indole-3 carbonyl? Yeah, for sure. People that have got issues with excess estrogen, why not? If they really, it seems that they need it, then for sure. But they could do things to their diet, quite possibly. But if someone's got a lot of excess estrogen, then yeah, one of the best things to do is like fast as long as possible. That helps sort that out. The more excess body fat you have, the more excess estrogen you have. So yeah, I'm still pro that, but there's always other options as well. Janessa down the line, I wish I knew you when you weren't so stressed the F out, laugh at that, because she used to be in a relationship with me, and she knows from personal experience what it's like to be around me. That's that someone gave me something that's just like, oh, relaxed, take it easy. And I don't need to smoke anything to do that. I haven't smoked stuff for years, but yeah, it's what I've done in the past. Years and years and years and years ago, way before I was vegan. Yes, it is Seals Up. It's a newfound carnism. It's a win for all the trolls, yeah, for sure. How do you know that he's not being deceived into its sovereign studies? You seem to have some very specific thoughts and opinions where it's like, it's exactly this, and if anyone disagrees with you, you're not open-minded enough to maybe see their point as well. It's about keeping your mind open to everything, attached to nothing. Question everything. Don't think you know everything. True. See, even my current girlfriend, True, is more angry on vegan food. For sure. Which is a pleasure for my girlfriend to be around me even more. Not that it wasn't before, but it's definitely hard work when I was on that vegan diet. Oh, man. Yes, I did read your one. I asked about the mercy fasting. Elite Magic Maker. Sorry if I'm not reading for everyone's comments, but there's so many here. Yeah, people going off on each other as I'd expect. But I'm not going to hate on anyone. People can have a debate. That's fine. Callum's sister. Hey, thanks for joining us, Amy. Just finished the chicken. So sorry you're not getting to see me eat right now. I was having this high quality chicken, free range, antibiotic free, fed worms and turmeric. Go to paleorobbie.com if you're in Thailand. Get the highest quality animal foods directly towards your door. Anyone else want to see me eat any other types of animal foods on camera? We're going to do raw liver on camera, me and my girlfriend together soon, which is going to be a funny one. Going to do it for your entertainment. Is there any specific videos you'd like me to make, or videos that you would like me and my girlfriend to make together? Let me know. We make them for you as soon as possible. If they seem like it would be good content to make for all of the audience on this YouTube channel. See, I'm not going to play a game. Yeah, it's just like, it's effort to worth, Anthony. See, it's like, it's those people where it doesn't matter what you say, they're not going to listen at all. So it's just like, don't waste your energy and time on people like that. With anyone in life, I just don't waste time and energy on people that don't want to hear what I've got to hear, or that are just very closed-minded. It's a waste of my time and energy. I'd rather use it for people that need it more, or conserve it for myself. It's a self-loving thing to do. Dre Raphael, so just so far, lamb, salmon and chicken breast. Eat intuitively with season, yeah, and the lamb is pretty good. I haven't had meat in a really long time, and honestly, it's not as good as I remember. Huh. Are you getting the highest quality meats though, Dre Raphael? I'm telling you, if I got that low quality stuff, it would not be good at all. It would taste like garbage. So that would put me off it. But I'm not eating it from these factory farm sources. And factory farm sources, they're so toxic. Your whole branch of Satan, law and accusation, not grace nor faith. I think it means the vegan people. And Janessa's ready to make the video soon. I'm going to be interviewing Janessa on her vegan story. I think she was vegan for many, many years, and we're going to be interviewing her maybe tomorrow if she's got the time. Drink blood like Daniel. Maybe in the future I'll do that. As I'm getting further into this like sort of carnivore keto style diet, I'm becoming more and more open-minded to many other foods. It's only time before I try other certain things. Now we're at the end of the comments, finally. So it seems to slow down. The online herbalist, any advice on raw liver? Try cutting into thin slivers and eat like sushi, very chewy. Had a lovely crunchy texture, but easy to eat then in thin slices. Yeah. I looked at a video from Bobby's perspective. He used to live in Thailand. He used to eat fruit-based diet, promotes a carnivore diet like crazy. And his video, I wasn't even looking for it, but he cuts into small pieces that are swallowable. And he said to people that find raw liver hard to eat, do that first. And then you get used to the taste and you get a desire for it. You can get the benefits from it. Your body's going to crave it. And then you'll start to get to a point where you'll naturally feel desire to chew it. And then you'll find it easy to eat. But yeah, I'm not going to cook the liver at all. And yeah, mine is grass-fed liver that is arriving today from pasture-raised animals, antibiotic-free, hormone-free and everything else. What does it taste like to you, Stratos miseralis, the raw liver? I'd like to know. I haven't actually spoke to many people about how it tastes, but I know when I used to smell my granny cooking it, it stinks, so I'm definitely not cooking it. I think that's just going to make it worse, and it's destroying a lot of the nutrition, to be honest. It doesn't seem necessary to cook it. It's like sashimi. Sashimi. I think I was looking into that. What is sashimi? Isn't that a type of sushi? What they do with tuna, sashimi. I think I learned about that yesterday. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it was. Bendy wet. Bobby's full of S. Just eat it like it's legit salmon. Well, do you know what I say? All teachers learn from certain things. I don't agree with certain things I don't. So I just take the best parts from each and form it into my own thing. Annie C, you're not keto though if you're still eating fruit, which is fine. I'm just saying. Well, actually, you know what? With the fruit I've been eating, I've still been producing ketones in abundance. And my blood sugar levels have been low the whole time. Normally not above 60. Normally around 50. So the bit of fruit I'm having earlier today, it's not actually breaking my ketogenic, breaking me out of ketosis. It's not high glycemic load or index fruit at all. I ain't getting no spike in blood sugar levels afterwards. I prefer to eat liver cooked online herbalist. Why is that? Let me know. Janessa Delavala, raw fish. Got to be careful with the raw fish. If it's not deep frozen to like 0 degrees Celsius and preferably cooked, it will have things a lot of time like tapeworm and eggs in it. I'm going to make a video talking about this soon. I learned about this. It's a serious thing. It's an issue for many different things. Seeing like raw fish like salmon, yeah, it's the thing I looked into. Wild Starve. Thanks for coming along, man. I love your comments. You keep commenting. I'm so glad you're here. I nearly gave cooking this liver recently the first time in my whole life. Is it just a smell? Because it reeks, because I know it does when you cook it. Anthony C, yeah, it's a lot of people can have sleep problems on a ketogenic diet. How much fruit, how much fat? Like a very small amount of fruit, I can't tell you, but I normally have around about 80% of my calories from fat. When I'm not in chicken, this is just a rare thing that I did for this channel, to eat a different meat in front of you. How much I weigh? I weigh the least that I've weighed in years, and that's due to the vegan diet affecting me in a negative way and not being able to train consistently, but I am starting to get back into training slowly because I can't train like I used to. Just papayas. I've ate papayas once, gemmed about 3 times, and that's it fruit wise. The rest is coconut water. Which coconut water is mostly water isn't loads of carbs. Sovereign Studies debate with Michelle Low when she hasn't emailed me. I asked her if she wants to, then she can. Yeah, so we see what she says. 7 degrees Celsius for 2 weeks, minus 7 degrees Celsius for 2 weeks. Interesting. The science I looked into didn't say that with fish, but yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but from what I saw, it wasn't that. Try raw fish marinated in coconut milk and lime juice. Interesting combination. I just had my salmon last night with pepper and salt, again, just like this. Have I tried pasture raised goat milk? A2 milk is healthy. Yes, A2 milk. This is what people aren't aware. So many of the animals have been messed around with, so they produce milk that's got A1 in it, which causes inflammation and a whole host of issues. This has happened over a long period of time and messing with their food and their genetics and everything. It's so bad for us, like cheddar's full of it. But A2 milk is very good for us. And a lot of cheeses are fermented and have naturally occurring bacteria in it that's really good for us. So it can actually be really good for us, especially in the raw state. But I can't get any access to any. I'm trying to, even when I've gone to different countries, but most countries have banned it, so it's hard to get. But I am possibly getting something soon. I'm getting some milk. I mean, some specific Swiss cheese from Switzerland made from raw milk, which would be interesting to try. Tell me what you eat for ketosis. So what I'm eating the majority of the time, staying ketosis, is like the red, organic, sustainably sourced palm oil that's not deodorized or bleached, that's actually red, naturally occurring, red colour. Olive oil, coconut oil. This is added to my animal foods, salmon, and high cuts of beef with loads of those fatty sauces added to it. But I'm getting the beef tallow today and the ghee, so that's going to bump up my fat intake. I'm getting the highest fatty content steaks and beef cuts possible. Actually, serious breaches of parasites aren't really bad. I bet a lot of raw meat in the past is really good for you. Raw fish too, but not as much. Just salmon. Sewage is bigger than raw meat. Yeah, I know he's very big on the raw meat. I'm very aware of him. I'm trying to get interviewed by him. There's conflicting information. There's people in the carnivore movement that are pro-raw, some people that aren't. But depends on the individual. If you've got low stomach acid, you're going to get serious issues from eating meat, raw, and fish. Certain other factors as well. So it depends. Some people it could affect badly, some not. I'm just not taking the risk at the moment. I'm fine with having like my steaks rare. There's no issue. But the fish is more of a huge issue. But you got to remember on this diet. There's always new things to learn. But yeah, the thing is with Shrivage, he can be quite dogmatic with his views and says it's just this way and not this way. So yeah. Pasteurized milk does treat you well. Well, yeah, it won't anyone. But raw milk is lovely. Pasteurized, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Bendy. And to be honest, he does look quite healthy, but he does look like someone that's got issues with parasites going on. Just my own observation, not necessarily truth, but yeah. Yeah, if it's good for you, Anthony C, keep doing it. If you listen to your body, so you do what you feels good to you and in alignment for you. I see you don't care about people or animals. Good to know. Don't know where you got that from, but that's completely missing information. Did you try somebody's advice? But I do eat mostly cooked. No, mussels. Yeah, I've tried them, right. I've never ate like pretty much any seafood in my life, so for me to get around even eating salmon was quite hard work for me for the first time yesterday. So, I know the nutrient dense, but you've got to be careful. Certain seafoods can be very high in radiation and heavy metals, but not yet. Is mozzarella A2? Yes, it is. Also, feta cheese is. Emmental cheese, blue cheese. There's a few more as well. I can't remember the top of my head. But if you want me to make a video on like what the best cheeses are and ones that have A2 in which are actually good for you, and ones that have A1 in it's not good for you, let me know. I can make a video on that. Yeah, I only learned about this A1 and A2 recently. It's very, very interesting. Do your research into it for sure. But if you want me to make a very detailed video on it, like I said, I can make it. I need to wait for my whiteboard to come. I'm actually getting a whiteboard very, very soon, and then I can make that video. What do I think about Michelle Lowe's videos of you? So someone that has a limited perspective, just like many other people out there, whether they're vegan or not, on many things. So it's like, she just has one perspective, which is just one of many different perspectives. So doesn't mean necessarily what she's saying is wrong or right. But guess what? I look at her, she doesn't look healthy, I'm not going to listen to her. Why listen to someone that doesn't look like they're healthy? She may be older, but I know a lot of people that are older now that look way younger and healthier than her. So, yeah. Thanks so much, bro. Would you be able to email me a proper ketosis diet via email? I can pay you. But around bodybuilding for low body fat and lean muscle. Yeah, just contact me at this email address if you need help with that. Coaches Calisthenics. Just email me there and I can help you with that, Sam. Listen to my body, yeah, exactly. Listen to your body. You know best. I don't know best. No one knows best. Only your body knows best. Not even your brain knows best. Your body knows best. Heard of Angenus von der Planets? No, not at all. When you're at 7, did you feel like its emotions being ripped from its mother, like did with the egg? No, I actually experienced it being in like a huge ocean and being free and feeling so free and just like this calm, like you could say yin energy or grounded energy, super serene, euphoric, blissed out. I've written all this down. I'm going to be making a video on it. It's like, whoa, just like the eggs that I'm getting from ethical sources, which when I first tried an egg, it wasn't from ethical sources. When I have it now, they're fine. They're not traumatized at all. So it depends where you're getting the source from. So yeah. Wow, no seafood in your life? No. I'm having wild caught Alaskan salmon, which is one of the best seafoods to be having. And that's my first one I have. I'm going to try cod soon. I'm going to ease my way in. Should a heroin addict listen to their body? Well, that's something that's really, really extremely not good for people. That's just a ridiculous analogy to make, to be honest. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like that substance doesn't have anything to help anyone in any way, but the meat does. Am I drinking tap water, bottled water? I'm using at the moment reverse water that it reverse osmosis that is ionized and UV'd. Been having an issue with the water distiller, otherwise I'll be having that. I'm not going to go into that. Yeah, please make an A2 dairy video, yeah, for sure. Let me just write that down for you so I remember that, because if it ain't written down, I ain't going to remember it. I don't use my head as a filing cabinet. A2 dairy video. Yeah, I can make a video saying what the best cheeses are with A2 in. I'm not, sorry, sovereign studies, but I'm not engaging you anymore because it's just like, it's just one of these circles where it doesn't matter what stage, it's just going to go round and round and round. You're going to listen to me, you're going to come back to something else and something else and something else. It's just like absolute waste of my energy. I'm sorry, but you can interact with other people. I'm going to save my energy for people that need my attention more. I ate raw beef and experiment with girlfriend, cooked it 3 days later. I was feeling awful, terrible. I just felt like crap. Both got tested. I had salmonella and she had nothing. Yeah, see? Sometimes it can affect people or not, and see, you got some real evidence it wasn't good for you, and that's what I'm being careful with, the whole raw thing. Block diver, I'm not allowed to answer that question. YouTube doesn't allow me to, sorry. You can email me that email address and ask me if you want to know. Anthony C came to the same conclusion. I'm not reading and responding to your comments, sovereign anymore, yeah. Are the yolks very rich tasting? Yes, they are. These are like dark orange. They taste so good. They don't look like pale and anemic at all. Like they're literally from outside here. I just got some nature surrounding me. The animals just free roam. When's your baby due, Danny? Well, we're not pregnant at the moment, but I'm sure we'll be pregnant very soon after me now thriving on a animal-based, meat-based, fish-based, egg-based diet. Gives me all the nutrients to be as fertile as possible. My girlfriend too. Because she had some issues with being fertile from what we looked into, low progesterone, and she's an older woman. You have a higher rate of miscarriage already, so being the age she's at and with progesterone being low, to actually get pregnant is very difficult. And if she get pregnant, she could have an ectopic pregnancy, have a miscarriage, or if she get a birth child, it could have birth defects. Very high chance of that. So yeah, vegan diet's not good. What do I do with my vegan tattoo? It's not a vegan tattoo. Ahimsa isn't veganism. That's why I never got a vegan tattoo. Ahimsa means many things, like non-violent communication. And do you know what Himasa says? If you look into it, if they say people are not thriving on a plant-based diet, it's more violent for them to not eat animal food. So it's actually more self-loving for them to eat it. So it doesn't mean they still don't believe in Himsa. If they're destroying themselves with a plant-based diet, not eating animal foods, that is violence to themselves. And it's actually more violent than eating an animal that provides you with their certain things for you to eat. I wish I had your ducks and eggs. Yeah, most people would. Like, A lot of time the eggs are quite small as well. They're not like mass produced or anything like that. When my baby eats steak, my baby, when we have a baby, will eat whatever it wants to eat. Just a varied diet of whole foods that are very nutrient dense. They haven't got loads of plant toxins in, ideally, and anti-nutrients. Definitely no grains, for sure. Lentils or beans. Charlie Summer, ex-vegans act like they're missing something. Meanwhile, we have tons of 100-year-old vegans. No, you don't. What are you talking about? If you're talking to people out in blue zones, none of them are 100% vegan. So that is a load of misinformation. Again, one of these propaganda things. Well, it's just like misinformation that vegans spread. I needed more protein. No, definitely not. At least not from those plant foods. Well, I didn't say you're as old as anything, lovely. I said you're older. You're an older woman. And it's shown when you get to 40, each year the rates of miscarriage goes up and up and up. So this is just me taking some truth. Don't take any offence. Yes, if yourself are not well, you can't do well for others. Exactly. If you're not well, you can't do well for others. Now I'm functioning at my best. I'm helping way more people than I was on a vegan diet before. So it's like, take one life to give life back to many other people. Win-win. We even have a 104-year-old heart surgeon vegan who's doing heart surgery since his 90s. Yeah, and there's many other like 100-year-olds that are smoking cigarettes and eating chocolate and everything else. Doesn't mean it's his vegan diet. Are you going to try and eat duck too? No. Not drawn to the duck. It's not high enough fat for me. So it's just no point. Yeah, Renee, yes, sure. Don't gamble my health with that. Chicken. Yeah, I did eat the chicken. This bit is just a bit that doesn't look so good. I ate chickens. Sorry, I'm not eating it. I'm just trying to get around to these questions. Will you ever go back to England to raise your baby? I'll go back to see my family, but definitely not to raise a baby once we have a baby. It's not an ideal environment for any of us. The grass-fed calf liver should be quite mild. You would taste the iron, but the taste is somewhat difficult to describe. A little creamy, tender, perhaps. Great is put off. Maybe the sister. That's what I heard my sister say. She tried some recently. She was eating 19 animal foods for like, one of my sisters, Lucy, for like almost 10 years, and now she's eating animal foods. Yeah, bendy where vegan diets mess up a lot of people's digestion. Yeah, Brian Kenny. What you can do is, it's live now, but if you scroll back, you can literally click the little slider and slide back, and you'll see that I was eating chicken live on there. Not a live chicken, but me on a live stream eating cooked chicken. Well, what you've got to remember, Charlie Summit, is the 100-year-olds, they were brought up in an environment that was way healthier in a lot of their life, and we didn't live in that environment. So like the first 30, 40 years, they didn't have all the things messed up like we do. A lot of life, there wasn't pesticides about, for example. Produce was way more nutrient dense, so many other things. So yeah. Have you spotted with Jason Fongier? He called you a joke. Well, call me a joke, I don't care. Each to their own. The human slaughter is done today are more humane than what you generally find in the wild. Yeah. Are you planning on having a family? Yeah, me and my girlfriend are. And the vegan diet was stopping us from actually getting pregnant because it was messing up hormone production and that. Yeah, if someone could thrive on a vegan diet and not harm animals at all, they'd do it, but I couldn't. Simple as that. Find me some 100-year plus old vegans. See how many there are that have been strict vegan for like 10, 20, 30 years. See how many you can find. You won't find more than probably one handful. And what you liver chicken? Well, I'm not going to get chicken liver. I only want beef liver. Yeah, the online herbalist, you're so right. There's so many people that can't tolerate plant foods at all because their gut microbiome and gut is just so messed up. If we could make a magic wand, what would you have the world do about the countless billions of factory farming animals? So in New Zealand, there is this company that is trying to actually shut down the factory farms and create the most ethical farms around the whole of New Zealand. It's really amazing. So that's what I'd like to see. And then they would take the animals away and put them into a better environment. So if I had the choice, factory farms would be banned completely. And all these alternative, more ethical methods of farming animals would be everywhere. That's what I would do. Yeah, I wish I could have my own backyard in Zambia. Yeah, a lot of people need it. Oh, Walker, Texas, stop being vegan. Why do you stop being vegan? What made you make the switch? Come back to vegan. Well, you got to remember the fruit diet. I only ate it for 2 years of my 6-year vegan journey. There was times I was eating 100 grams of protein a day on a vegan diet. Didn't make any difference. Any last questions? Because I'm going to end the stream there. Send any last questions. If I don't get any within the next minute, I'm going to end the chat. Oh yeah, I'm happy I'm not going to bring a vegan child into the world and make them suffer on a malnourishing vegan diet. Still give them plant foods for sure, but a variety of different whole foods. If you don't like animals being farmed in factory manner, don't support farming. Well, I don't support factory farming at all. I don't ever buy anything from factory farms. Nice stream, thanks. So yeah, if you're someone that didn't see me eating the meat, the stream will be up soon, and you can put the little slider backwards and see me eat the meat. What is the most ethical about eating a defenceless animal when there are so many alternatives? Well, I thought there was alternatives that make you thrive. Turned out it didn't long term, so I did my best. Do you know the reason why I went vegan? It was actually due to the animals. But when it gets to a point when I'm not thriving, the animals need to be eaten. End of story. When are you drinking blood live? Well, we'll see where that comes. That'd be an interesting one. Apparently it tastes very iron rich. Yeah, so a lot of vegans are very low in. Yeah, look, see my girlfriend, Yoga with Rachel. She comes across with the comments very balanced. I saw your 1 year transformation. Is it you took 1 year to make muscular body, only calisthenics? Yes. And I was eating so much food as well. I didn't start eating meat for the taste, Charlie Summer. You got it all wrong. At least for me. Gonna throw away my B12 supplement. I'm gonna be doing a video showing you the amount of supplements I got. I spent thousands of dollars, probably over $10,000 on the supplements over the years. And do you know what I realised is like getting all these supplements shipped and all this packaging and that going into our environment, it's not good at all. And then getting stuff shipped from China with all these pesticides that are destroying our environment and other things. Actually, my diet was not very environmentally friendly. A lot of people think a vegan diet is, but in many ways it isn't for a lot of people. Yeah. Factory farm versus pasture raised animals very different. True. Congratulations on your awakening, yeah. Oh, finally. Can't believe I've been grinding it out this long. But yeah, if I didn't care about the animals, I wouldn't have started vegan for 6 years at all. Because I see so many people way before I made the switch to eat animal foods that are thriving. And I knew that people could thrive on it, it's very healthy for us. But I was like, you know what, the animals, I can't do it. But when you get to a point, a breaking point, and you're feeling that awful, you're willing to do anything. Literally anything. Yeah, we could put our minds to anything if we focus upon it in the right way of our mind. Our mind is very powerful. Yeah, bendy, but it's all about how you feel, not about the taste. A lot of time, like, I'm not going to be eating liver for the taste. I'm eating it because of nutrition. Secondary. Like, Dale Shine says, oh. Thanks, Block Diamond. I wasn't saying she's like fat or overweight, but I was doing what's called radical honesty. She had some excess fat on her belly. That's truthful. Doesn't look bad to me. It doesn't make me look at her any less. When she had that, I still found her sexually attractive. Well, she's more sex attractive now, not just due to the belly at all. That's not due to the belly. It's due to her skin radiating more, looking well healthy. Yeah, I spend my whole life educating himself. Yeah, Dre Raphael. Well, if you don't feel good from them, then stop taking them, or take less. Maybe you just need to take less. Some people do need less. I especially been taking them for a while. Your body can build up. You don't need as much. People saying it can't be done is the best motivation. Yeah, for sure, it can be with many things. Speaking for 8 years, what about you? They're asking someone else. Yeah, I'm celebrating for sure. Eating animal products means you can eat less and absorb more nutrition without needing any supplements. Yeah, exactly. How many supplements are you taking now? 0. I got loads of supplements through the post I was waiting for, and now I don't add them. I was like, oh man, I wasted all this money on this garbage when I could be getting whole food that's got the nutrition in with all the other nutrients that work along